Today, I am introducing a two-part series from wedge to parallel. I will assume you know how to make a wedge and want to feel more comfortable making turns. In this first video, I will explore better ways to make wedge turns.
When I'm in my wedge, I have flex in my ankle joint. That moves my knee forward, and I also have flex in my upper body. So this angle closely resembles this angle. Okay? Most beginners want to be more upright. That makes there's no flex in the ankle, and my pressure of my calf is on the back of my boot. And your mom and dad always told you to stand up straight, so you're like this when you ski. But when we ski, we're in a position that we're perpendicular to the slope. So my upper body has some perpendicular nature to that slope, and that can change, right? All right, so here we are in this wedge, okay? And we can start this wedge by getting into a position where we put our hands on top of the poles, and we put the poles out in front, and then we slowly move our wedge down the hill. See where I am right now? And now I'm in a position where my pressure is on the front of my boot. I'm centered between my two skis, and you can see that my ankles and my knees have rolled in just a little bit, so I have pressure on my skis in the edges, the inside edges here. All right, so now here we go. The first thing we're going to learn is how to make a gliding wedge. So in a gliding wedge, we release some of the edge to the inside by letting our legs or ankles kind of bow out to this position. So we're edged like this, and then I want to make my feet flatten to the slope and glide. So I'm going to come at you right now in a gliding wedge. And if I need to brake, I can push down on my ankles and my knees, and my edges then increase their angle and slow me down. So again, if I move down this way and we do a gliding wedge, I'm gliding, I'm slowing down. Okay, so that's the first part of making a gliding wedge to a stop. So let's take that to the next level and make a turn. At this point, what we want to work on with our wedge is to be able to turn. Now, in skiing, our feet are independent. They work independently. At this level, you don't think of it quite that way. And when we want to turn in a wedge, we start moving our pressure to the ski we want to turn on. And so I am going to want to take my foot and have a little bit of rotation in it so I can make this turn happen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my pressure on this ski now at the beginning of this turn and let the ski turn for me all the way around. As I rotate my foot just a little bit, I steer my foot. So here we go.
I'll start this turn with my weight centered between my skis and steer my feet into the right turn away from the camera. I've completed one turn, and now I'll turn back the other way. I will steer my feet and put pressure on the right side to turn to the left.
And now, as you can see, I've just completed 2 turns, and all I had to do is pressure this outside ski at the beginning of the turn so I could let the ski make the turn for me. If I needed to steer it a little bit, I could take my foot and do a little bit of this motion so it will turn. So let's go do a couple more turns. Let's continue making round wedge turns. How do you control your speed? We control our speed by the
shape of the turn.
The turns that we're going to make are in kind of the letter C, if you will. And what we're going to do is we're going to, again, keep our weight centered between our two skis. We're going to stay forward, and that's the tough thing when you're beginning skiing. You just want to be back because you're scared. Think about more of you pressuring the tips of your skis than the tails of your skis at this point in your progression. So I'm going to work my way down to the camera, and
I'm steering my feet to make round turns by adding pressure to my outside ski.
Putting my weight on the outsides of the ski, would be this ski, and then I just pressure it. You gotta trust it. You've gotta trust it. And that's the big thing. It's trusting that you can do this on 1 foot at a time. Think about it this way. You can walk up the stairs 1 foot at a time. You don't have to think about it. And so this type of turns just takes practice. You need to do reps. So there we are, making round C-like wedge turns that allow me to control my speed. If we want to take this one step farther, we can now take it and add just a little bit. When we start our turn, we're in this position, and there's a little bit of motion that moves at our knees, and it moves just a little bit that way. Can you see how my knees just extended? I'm not doing this with my upper body. I'm just extending my knees slightly. This will help you move your center of mass more towards the front of your ski. And then at the end of the turn, you'll sit just a little bit. I'm here, I'm starting to do my wedge. It's starting the turn. I need to get my weight going forward. I move just a little bit. And as I finish the turn, I sink just a little bit. I move forward a bit and move down and forward and down. And that facilitates me getting on that outside edge easier. It's just a baby move. It's not a big move, but that's in the progression of doing our wedges. I'm Greg Mainis. I am a certified PSIA ski instructor at Palisades Tahoe. Come learn to ski like a pro.